Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Shemiah Shai B'Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone of all well, and shalom to the elect that are listening and learning. And yeah, man, I want to do a quick lesson, speaking upon the situation over there in Russia, Ukraine, the rumors of wars. And before I start this lesson, I wanted to really speak on the mirth of the people, And, the times that we're in the time of war. Now, before I go into the scriptures and go into all that, I just want to say, as taught by our apostles and elders, which we believe, the foundation in Yahushua, one major prophecy that has to come to pass before World War III fully comes to its fruition, before the destruction comes, is the MOTB, Now, you should know what that is if you've been watching the videos. And if you don't, you need to search, the Revelation 13 and 16 breakdowns, that our apostles and elders have been doing on down to, the teachers. We've all done videos on it to warn you and tell you correctly what it is. Now, you got other groups out there that are telling you otherwise, and they know, and some of them know what it is. Some of them know what it is, like the leader of the ISUPK. He said, you got to eat. So if he's saying about the CHIP, if he's saying you got to eat, that means he knows what it is. Because as the scriptures say, you can't buy or sell. Now, we know that prophecy, the scriptures say what? Let's quickly get Isaiah 55. This is Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, "So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." So there's not going to be any prophecy, that the Lord has spoken of, anything that's the Lord's commanded, that ain't going to happen. That's not how it works. We ain't just going to, destruction is going to come, and then there's kingdom. And there's not, the MOTB has not been, Revelation 13 and 16 has not been fulfilled. That's not going to happen, man. All right. And therein is our faith of knowing what it is, believing, and patiently waiting, man. All right. And we can see, those of us that got the eyesight, we can see exactly what's going on and how these things are being played out. Now, going back to the topic at hand. All right. Now that I've, cleared that point up so there could be no confusion. All right. Let me say it one more time. Revelation 13 and 16 to 17 must come to pass, before the destruction comes, before Yahushua returns. All right, the scriptures say, "Wait not, my love, till he please," man. All right, now this, these reports and everything that's going on over there in Ukraine with Russia, which proxy wars have been happening for a while anyway through Syria. Now things are getting more and more heated now, and there's a lot going on. Now one of the things I was thinking about mirth. Because the spirit of mirth, man, especially with things easing up, like you get restrictions easing up and things like that. Like over in the UK, you've had restrictions ease up, with everything that's happened, and pretty much, I went to like a local cafe, just to pick up some food, man. And there was a guy sitting down, and I was kind of looking through the news, and I was going through, the things that's happened over there in Ukraine and things like that. And this guy was talking about football, and on his news, he was watching the live reports of what teams were going to be chosen or something like, whatever football stuff that is soccer, whatever he's doing, and that's the general populace. People are just clueless to what the hell's actually really going on. Here you have it, and he's a young man, of that enlistment age, put it that way. Now there was one article that said that in Ukraine there was between a certain age, I think it was 18 to so and so, the men couldn't leave the country. So there's all kinds of information coming out. Why? Because don't forget about the military enlistment, man. I forgot the other word for it, so bear with me. But we are in a time of war, as the Lord said, there's wars and rumors of wars, but prophecy must be fulfilled. Okay? That temptation has to come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. Okay? Now, knowing this time, okay, if here you are now, you say you believe in the Lord, what mindset should we be in? Okay, we're coming into the time of the Pesach. All right, a solemn assembly. Now, let me read a quick scripture. This is not Ecclesiasticus. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better." Remember, we're in hell, okay? And we know about the calamities that are going to come upon the earth. The difference is that our faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai, we hope that to be delivered from those calamities, from that trouble. It says, "The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning." Okay? But the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. And the majority of our people are in the house of mirth. Okay? All they're thinking about is events, parties, and this place continuing. And that's Jake. Okay? When you read in Exodus, when Moses was on the mount, what was Jake doing, man? They were, building up calves. And the scripture say they rose up to play. Like, that spirit of mirth, because there's a spirit, man. There's a spirit of mirth, man. Okay? Now, what does the scripture say regarding the mirth? Ultimately, all right, let's get some scriptures. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 11. It says, "There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone." Now, when all hell's breaking loose, people are going to be wanting questions. They want to be wanting answers. Okay, that's what it means by crying for wine in the streets. Okay, they're going to want that answer, man. Okay, oh, where were those guys? That were telling us this, what was the... It's too late. That's why the scripture says, "Seek the Lord while he may be found." Okay, this is the time where the Lord can be found. All right? But you got those of us, and which we know that. We know that, so this is for the elect. So you're always going to get our people that are going to be scoffers, they're going to take this thing lightly. Okay? But, hey, man, if you're on a fence, if you're unsure, hey, this is the time. You better pray to Yahweh Shemel Shai to guide you to that path quick, man, because the time is short. The time is short, man. And all this mirth that you're gonna see is gonna be brought down low. And when the whole thing happened in the world with the thing, okay, recently, in the last 2 years, 3 years, the mirth was brought low. Things were shut down. Okay. And that's just really like a pre-run to what's really going to be going down, man. Let's get this in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened." Why? Because you're going to have economic problems, economic collapse, financial crisis. Okay? There ain't going to be no jobs. Scripture say the grinders cease because they are few. Okay? The price of everything's going to be crazy. The money's ain't going to be worth nothing. Things are going to be cut off. Supplies are going to be cut off. Okay? You're going to have famines. And it's going to get real nasty out here. It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets, and when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." All right? And music, man, is just at an all-time low right now. Okay? It's just, that it's just progressively got worse and worse and worse. There was a time when the music was called, if you look at the Middle Ages, it's called Baruch music, meaning what? Blessed. Okay, from Baruch. And that was Jake. And, even in our time recently, you had the golden ages, man. You had the 60s, 70s, so on and so forth. Okay, and it's progressively got worse and worse and worse, man. You listen to the hip hop in the 90s, that was the banging. Okay, now you listen to these guys now, drill and all that and trap. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. Okay, but pretty much, man, that whole spirit is being brought down, man. Okay, now guys are going to concerts to get sacrificed now, man. That's what's going on. Okay, so Knowing all this, man, and this is the point now I wanted to get the scripture, knowing what's going on in the world, knowing everything that's going on, the scriptures say this, Ezekiel 21:9, it says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. You got these missile technologies being built up, you got the army, drills, all of that, right? Okay, the sword, that's going to be soon, the sword is going to be brought to bring destruction. Who's the sword? Who's got the blessing of the sword? Esau. It says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he have given it to be furbished that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Alright? So the point is, should we then make mirth, man? With everything going on. Alright? Well, we in the know, okay, our mindset is what? We know that spiritually, we've got to be praying, we've got to be doing these lessons. Okay, going out on the highways and byways and exhorting one another, because we're about to go into Jacob's trouble. And as it is written in Acts the 14th chapter, let's get that. Okay, the scriptures warn us, 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Okay? That's what's coming, man. And as it is written, see, these people out here ain't got no answers. So we've got to be thankful we've got this truth, man. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? And that fear of the Lord, that faith, okay, that brings about that fear. Let's go to Hebrews. Here's an example. It's Hebrews 11:7. It says, by faith Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not as seen yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. Okay? So Noah went through it. And what did the Lord say in scripture, in Matthew 24, the time we're coming into? This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 37. It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. That peace and safety party, yeah, all of that spirit. Into the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Alright? So when them armies descend upon them, martial law, they get the missiles, the fire, okay, it's going to be too late. So now's the time, man. So, hey, the scriptures say in verse 42, watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come. All right? So, hey, man, that was it, man. And, Lord willing, it's an edifying lesson in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Basham Makakadash, at the admonition. With that, man, I'm going to say shalom. Shalom to the elect.